Hello and welcome to Pushing Back, Ukraine Daily Brief. As the war enters its 868th day, these are the main developments from the past 24 hours. The update from the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. Russia has lost approximately 555,620 troops in Ukraine since the beginning of the war. The number, which has not been independently verified, includes 1,110 casualties over the past day. According to the released Ukrainian figures, Russia lost 2 tanks, 17 armored combat vehicles, 59 artillery systems, for multiple launch rocket system, 3 air defense systems, 36 drones, 3 cruise missile, 56 vehicles and 4 pieces of special equipment. Russia has lost 15,000 plus artillery systems since the beginning of the full-scale invasion. Denmark is the first NATO country to directly finance Ukrainian production of arms and ammunition. The first donation of 18 Bodana artillery systems financed by Denmark is expected to be delivered within the coming months. The Netherlands is purchasing more than €300 million worth of ammunition for the F-16s for the previously announced decision to donate 24 Dutch F-16s to Ukraine. They also launched 147 combat clashes and carried out 61 airstrikes, including 98 anti-aircraft missiles on the territory of Ukraine. They also used 1,009 kamikaze drones and carried out 4,366 attacks on the positions of Ukrainian troops and settlements using various types of weapons. In its latest intelligence update, the Institute for the Study of War, Ukrainian First Deputy Defense Minister Lieutenant General Ivan Havrilyuk stressed that robust Western security assistance will be crucial for Ukraine's ability to contest and seize the battlefield initiative. Havrilyuk also challenged the notion that Russian forces will be able to indefinitely sustain the consistent gradual creeping advances that support Russian President Vladimir Putin's theory of victory for winning a war of attrition in Ukraine. Ukrainian forces are already attempting to contest the battlefield initiative in limited and localized counterattacks at the tactical level, emphasizing that the current state of grinding positional warfare along the front line is not an indefinitely stable one. Havrilyuk assessed that Russia will face medium to long-term economic and equipment challenges that will impede the Russian military's ability to indefinitely retain the theater-wide initiative, sustain consistent offensive pressure that results in gradual creeping advances, and win a war of attrition. Putin's articulated theory of a slow, grinding victory in Ukraine is notably premised on accepting continuously high casualty rates, as exemplified by reported Russian losses accrued during 2 recent offensive efforts. NATO allies reaffirmed their commitment to supporting Ukraine and announced new security assistance packages for the Ukrainian war effort at the NATO summit in Washington, D.C. on July 9 and 10. Russian Security Council Deputy Chairperson Dmitry Medvedev reaffirmed that Russia would not accept or uphold any negotiated peace settlements with Kiev short of Ukrainian capitulation, the destruction of the entire Ukrainian state, and the full occupation of Ukraine. Service members of a Russian motorized rifle regiment that was previously implicated in the execution of Ukrainian prisoners of war in late May 2024 reportedly executed 2 Ukrainian prisoners of war in the same area in western Zaporizhia Oblast in June 2024. Select U.S. military bases in Europe have instituted increased alert levels in response to intensified Russian sabotage and hybrid operations against NATO allies over the past several months. The Russian Ministry of Defense claimed on July 10 that the Russian military trained the first batch of Moscow military district counter-drone instructors at the Alabino training ground in Moscow Oblast. Russian forces recently advanced in Vovchansk, near Kreminna, and near Toretsk. In Zelensky's daily video he spoke about 3 areas. Firstly, increased military support for Ukraine. Decisions were made to provide Ukraine with more aircraft, 5 additional Patriot missile systems, and dozens of other air defense systems. Secondly, new security agreements. 2 new agreements were secured, encompassing sanctions against Russia, support for Ukraine's EU and NATO accession, and assistance for Ukraine's defense and reconstruction. Lastly, diplomatic engagements. Numerous negotiations with state leaders and meetings with both parties in the U.S. Congress are taking place to enhance cooperation and support for Ukraine. During her visit to Washington, First Lady Zelenska emphasized the importance of the U.S.-Ukraine educational partnership, advocating for the preservation and promotion of Ukrainian culture, history, and studies, resulting in the launch of the Global Coalition of Ukrainian Studies. Thanks for following today's updates. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. We'll return tomorrow with the latest news on the ongoing conflict.